Well, folks, it appears that hard seltzers are not just a passing fad. Hey there, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. And as if mixing hard seltzer with lemonades and iced teas and fruit punches and everything else under the fucking sun trying to make these things more palatable wasn't enough. Now we're getting seasonal variety packs. As such, Bud Light Hard Seltzer, fall flavors. What do we got here? We've got maple pear. I don't know if I'd put maple and pears together, but whatever. Apple crisp, toasted marshmallow, and pumpkin spice. I don't know. I've had the Shipyard, local Maine brewery, Pumpkinhead cider, and I thought the pumpkin combo was not going to go well because the seltzer, it's still seltzer. It tastes like seltzer. The only thing you could really do is sweeten it up and cover it with fruity flavors to make it palatable. I don't like seltzer. I find it to be too bitter just by itself, and not yet have I found a hard seltzer that actually covers up that bitter seltzer water flavor well enough to actually make me like it. Although the Pumpkinhead was better, it was at least different from the fruity flavors and all the other stuff that we've been getting so far. And of course, they always are a nice, healthier alternative to beers and other stuff. Because, yeah, let's just look at these 100 calories, 100 calories, 100 calories, 100 calories. They stay pretty consistent with these because, you know, they don't really have to add much other than the flavoring. Zero protein, 1% of your daily intake of sodium, 30 milligrams there. I don't even think I need to look at all of these. I think they're all calibrated out to be 5% ABV. I'm just going to check real quick. Yeah, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. Any brewery or company that gets behind one of these products pretty much stays consistent. You know, they all have, regardless of the flavor and stated on the can, they all have the same number of calories, the same alcohol by volume, and all that other good stuff. So, again, healthier alternative, fewer calories, and a flat 5% ABV, which actually puts it above Bud Light beer. If I remember right, Bud Light beer comes in at like 3.5 or 4. I didn't bother looking it up. You guys will tell me down there in the comments if I'm right or wrong anyway. So I lined these up in the order that I'm going to go ahead and try them in. I just think maple pear is probably a more mild flavor, and apple crisp, if they went with a more cinnamony apple crisp flavor, that'll be heavier. The toasted marshmallow might have some bitterness, and pumpkin spice might have a flavor that overwhelms the rest of them. I'm just guessing here, folks. They all taste like static, and I know we've all seen the Facebook post. Hard seltzer tastes like you're drinking television static while somebody yells the name of a fruit from another room. You've seen it. Anyway, it's not wrong. So, yeah, let's go with the Bud Light Maple Pear. Actually didn't buy these. That's why I usually put the 12-pack thing sitting next to me so you can see what they look like on the shelf. But the person I got these from, I don't know if they didn't like them or if they were just done with them or what, but they didn't know how to open the 12-pack without completely demolishing the damn thing. So I just tossed it. All right, so, that might actually have a little green tinge to it. Nope. Probably just a reflection from the can. It's seltzer. It's very bubbly. It's actually pretty clear. The only one I've had that actually had any color or anything to it was the Pumpkinhead one I mentioned before. It's a little bit cloudy. Huh. I'm smelling more maple than pear. But just barely, and just a hint of both. Oh, that does not work. The maple is like maple syrup that's been burnt onto the bottom of a what do they call the big tub that they boil the sap in? Anyway, there's no smokiness or anything like that. It's just it tastes like ash and failure. And the pear tastes like a pear that's been overcooked and burnt. It like I said, there's no smokiness to it. It just, the blandness of the seltzer is mixing with the like overcooked maple and pear. It tastes burnt without having any like smokiness to it. It's not a fan. But even though it was free, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up. We'll move on to the next one. I'm gonna hit this with a 1.5 out of 5. I wouldn't even, on a scale of 1 to 5, a 2.5 is average. I wouldn't even put this as a 2.5. It's like barely palatable. And the only reason it's able to go down at all is because the seltzer and water flavor kind of washes the rest of the taste out of your mouth a little bit, so not liking it. Maybe the apple crisp will be better. I mean, you can't fuck up apple, right? They've been making apple seltzers for a while. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's see if the apple crisp can do any better. Oh yeah, they're all gluten-free too. Just for the record. If anybody wondered or cared. I'm getting a lot more of an apple aroma off of that than I smelled anything off of the other one, because I'm smelling apple from way back here. Yeah, same look to it. It's actually a little less effervescent than the last one, but still just a clear, bubbly seltzer water. Distinctly smells of apple. Okay, not bad. Not too bad. It's again up front, just that seltzer water bitterness, but then it definitely tastes like apple. At least it's apple, palatable apple, and some cinnamon. A little bit of a cinnamon in the finish. Not enough cinnamon to be spicy, but just enough to know that it's there. Like if you ate Cinnamon Toast Crunch with water instead of milk, and then you diluted that leftover water after you're done eating the cereal with another cup or two of water. That's about the level of apple cinnamon flavor that I'm getting here. Not horrible. Not great. I'll give that one a 3 out of 5. Just pushing just above average, and that might be getting some extra points just because it's coming on the heels of the first very awful one, but whatever. That's where I'm at right now. 3 out of 5 for that. Apple crisp hard seltzer from Bud Light. I'm going to finish this one up and we'll move on to the toasted marshmallow. Alright, toasted marshmallow is next. Oops. Yeah, there we go. I mean, as much as I hate to give Bud Light credit for anything, I will give them credit for getting a little adventurous with the hard seltzers, and at least trying to give people some other alternatives and maybe make some some seasonal stuff, but at the same time, it is what it is, you know. Pardon. I'll never be a big fan of these. Oh, even less bubbly than the last one, but still. Appearance is about the same. It's fucking clear seltzer. I am getting a slight hint of toasted marshmallow aroma, which is interesting. I'm sure it's not an easy artificial flavor or aroma to create, but it's kind of there. Although Jelly Belly jelly beans smell more like toasted marshmallow than this does. Okay. Up front, a very nice, slightly sweet toasted marshmallow flavor. Completely ruined by the follow-up flavor of seltzer water. That bitter grossness. But it's different in terms of hard seltzer. I don't know if the toasted marshmallow flavor followed up by the seltzer flavor is actually, and I don't care what anybody says, seltzer water has a flavor and it's bitter and gross. I don't know if the follow-up is if the upfront flavor is enough to overwhelm the follow-up that ruins it. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. I don't think I've rated any hard seltzer, even the local guys with the Shipyard Pumpkinhead one, that high. But the bottom line is this is actually different enough and smooth enough and interesting enough. This is the first time I've had a hard seltzer one I've actually I would probably drink all 4 of those out of the variety pack before anything else. I would actually go to this over another hard seltzer lined up with it. Maybe even over the Pumpkinhead. So it is getting that extra, half rating above the Shipyard Pumpkinhead. I know, I'm talking about the Bud Light stuff, but I can't help but compare it to the other hard seltzers I've had before. This one's got my attention. Huh. Wow. So, yeah. Bud Light toasted marshmallow hard seltzer. Actually, somewhat impressed by that. Who knew? Don't worry. I'll drown myself in a little bit of self-loathing. I was like, yeah, that made no sense. Anyway, I'm going to finish this one up. We'll check out the pumpkin spice. All right, we are up to the last one, pumpkin spice, because of course everything has to have a pumpkin spice. Rest in peace, Bill. My buddy Bill G. As much as I've expressed loathing for Alan's coffee brandy, that man hated the pumpkin spice shit so bad. And every year around this time, we'd have many conversations about it. Folks, I've got some stuff to do around that. I've mentioned my buddy Bill a little while back when he passed. And I've got his old beer fridge and 4 flats of beer that his wife gave me after his passing that have been waiting to be featured on this channel. And I don't know, Missy, Zach, John, if you guys are watching, I am getting to it. I'm caught up in some personal shit right now for the last few months. But yes, I am definitely getting Bill's beer fridge ready to be moved in here and rearrange a few things. And I'm doing a special video series with all the stuff that he had in there. We'll be reviewing those beers, whether I've had them before or not. I'm going to be trying to get some friends in to check them out with me and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. Just wanted to put that out there real quick because I'm starting to feel these and I'm starting to reminisce a little bit. All right, I'm in an odd headspace right now. But no, I haven't forgotten that I promised some folks I was going to do that, and it's still on my radar. It's definitely happening. I've just got to get through some other shit that's going on right now as well before I get started on that. All right, so pumpkin spice. Man, Bill hated pumpkin spice. And I hated Peeps. So when the pumpkin spice Peeps came out, oh. Yeah. Anyway. I'm getting a weird aroma from back here. It's like, honestly, it's the smell of the purple pie man. I don't know if the purple pie man was supposed to smell like pumpkin, but oh, that's actually slightly cloudy. Very, very slightly cloudy compared to the others. About as effervescent as the last one, but looks pretty much like a clear seltzer water, like it should. But yeah, the pumpkin pie man, the strawberry shortcake little dolls made out of plasticine. Pardon. And they were impregnated with scent molecules, so strawberry shortcake smelled like strawberries. Blueberry buckle smelled like blueberries, and bitch puddings. Bitch. Alright, some of you will get that reference. But anyway, the purple pie man. I know this because my sister had all these fucking things too. I think he was supposed to smell like pumpkin pie, but the smell that I'm getting off of this smells like the fucking purple pie man. Why the hell did they ever replace him with this licorice whip motherfucker anyway? And where the fuck did licorice whip come? You can tell I grew up with my sister being into strawberry shortcake and then my kid being into strawberry shortcake. And two completely different versions of the same character. Anyway. Yeah, it just smells like the purple pie man. Ugh, God. Good thing my sister put those toys away and packed them up before I discovered playing with fire. They would have melted so nicely, but they would have smelled fucking awful. Anyway. Yeah, smells like purple pie man. And tastes kind of like I imagine he would too. Ugh. It's just mostly artificial chemical taste, and I mean, yeah, there's a reminiscence of a slight sweetness, and maybe like if you sniffed a piece of pumpkin pie while chewing on an old tire, you'd get that same experience, but it's not good. And there's maybe a hint of cinnamon in the finish. Pumpkin spice is like your typical pumpkin pie spices, I assume. But maybe there's a hint of cinnamon in the finish. That's not fun. That's a 2 out of 5 for me. So, yeah, Bud Light, flavors of fall, hard seltzer. Not too impressed overall, but we were kind of all over the map with these. We had a 1.5, which is awful. I think, what was that, a 2 or 2.5 on the apple cider, so apple crisp. A 3.5 from the toasted marshmallow, though. And then just a flat out, I think I gave it a 2 on the pumpkin spice. So we had one clear winner, and the rest kind of meh. About what I expected, except this one's way worse. Anyway, that's just what I have to say about the Bud Light flavors of fall or fall variety pack, whatever you want to call them, hard seltzers. Hit me up down below in the comments, the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about these. Whether you agree or disagree, either way, let's talk about it. I think this is actually the fastest I've blown through 4 of anything in any review, even with my little my segues there. But honestly, when it comes to seltzers, they're not as complex as beers. They just aren't. It's hard seltzer, and you're basically adding flavoring and alcohol to water. So, yeah, it's all in the flavor. You don't have like combinations of hops, malt, extra ingredients, and everything else that goes into the different flavor complexities of beer, which is why these are faster and easier to review. You're really just talking about the artificial flavors. Whew, pardon. Anyway, while you're down there, in the comments, the email link there, make sure to hit me up with a like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.